Story 1. The Cecil Hotel and Elisa Lam's Mysterious Death. The Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles is notorious for its dark history, and its reputation only grew darker after the mysterious death of Elisa Lam in 2013. The hotel, which opened in 1924, was originally designed as a luxury destination for wealthy travelers. However, after the Great Depression, it became a budget hotel known for housing long-term residents, transients, and even serial killers. Richard Ramirez, the infamous Night Stalker, lived on the 14th floor during his killing spree in the 1980s. Elisa Lam, a Canadian student, checked into the Cecil in January 2013 while traveling solo. She was last seen alive on January 31st, and for weeks her disappearance puzzled the public. That is until hotel guests began complaining about strange-tasting water, low pressure, and a dark color coming from the faucets. Maintenance workers checked the hotel's water tanks on the roof and made a gruesome discovery: Elisa's body floating inside one of the tanks. The circumstances surrounding her death remain one of the most baffling modern mysteries. The last known footage of Elisa came from the hotel's elevator cameras. The footage shows her acting erratically, pressing multiple buttons, peeking out of the elevator doors as if she's hiding from someone, and making strange hand movements. The elevator doors themselves seem to malfunction, staying open far too long. Many viewers of the footage theorized that she was being stalked by an unseen entity or possibly suffering a mental health crisis. Adding to the mystery, the access door to the roof was locked and alarmed, and the water tank had a heavy lid, making it unlikely that she climbed in alone. Her death was eventually ruled an accidental drowning, but conspiracy theories still abound, some suggesting foul play, others hinting at something paranormal. Guests staying at the Cecil after her death have reported a dark, eerie energy in the hotel, particularly near the elevator where the footage was taken. Some even claim to have seen Elisa's ghost, wandering the hallways or near the rooftop where her body was found. Story 2. The Suicide Room at the Savoy Hotel, Mussoorie, India. The Savoy Hotel in Mussoorie, India, is an elegant colonial-era hotel built in 1902, but it is said to be haunted by a ghost with an unsettling connection to a true crime. The story begins in 1911, when Lady Garnet Orme, a wealthy British woman, was found dead under mysterious circumstances in one of the rooms. She had been poisoned with strychnine, but no suspect was ever charged, and her death became a notorious unsolved mystery. The room where Lady Garnet was found became known as the Suicide Room, though no conclusive evidence suggested that she took her own life. After her death, strange events started to occur. Guests and staff began reporting eerie occurrences: whispers in the hallways, doors slamming without cause, and the sensation of being watched. Some even claimed to have seen a woman in a Victorian dress roaming the corridors, her face pale, her eyes sunken and hollow. One of the most famous incidents involved a guest who was staying in the very room where Lady Garnet had died. In the middle of the night, the guest was awakened by the sound of heavy breathing and what felt like an invisible presence standing over the bed. When she opened her eyes, she saw the outline of a woman in the dark. The figure slowly approached, and the guest screamed, causing the apparition to vanish. The ghost of Lady Garnet Orme is said to be restless, searching for justice or perhaps her lost lover, with whom some say she had been involved before her death. To this day, many visitors to the Savoy Hotel report feeling uneasy and hearing mysterious noises, particularly in the Suicide Room, which is still in use. Story 3. The Haunting of Room 441. The Congress Plaza Hotel, Chicago. The Congress Plaza Hotel in Chicago is famous for being haunted, particularly Room 441, which has a long history of ghostly encounters. Built in 1893 to house visitors to the world's Columbian Exposition, the Congress has been the site of various strange and tragic events. During the 1920s and 1930s, it became associated with notorious gangsters, including Al Capone, who is rumored to have run his operations from within its walls. However, it's Room 441 that gets the most attention, and the hotel even receives numerous requests from guests wanting to stay there, if they dare. According to various accounts, a shadowy figure haunts the room. Guests have reported waking up in the middle of the night to see the dark silhouette of a woman standing at the foot of their bed. Some say the woman paces back and forth before disappearing through the wall. One guest who stayed in room 441 claimed she was repeatedly shaken awake by an invisible force. Every time she fell back asleep, the bed would start shaking violently, as though someone was trying to wake her up. After several terrifying hours of this, she fled the room and refused to return. Hotel staff have also reported strange occurrences while cleaning the room, including hearing footsteps behind them when no one else was there. Some believe the ghost belongs to a woman who jumped to her death from the room's window many years ago, while others think it could be one of the victims of the hotel's infamous past. Whatever the cause, room 441 remains a hotspot for paranormal investigators, and many claim it is one of the most haunted hotel rooms in Chicago. Story 4. The tragedy of the Emily Morgan Hotel, San Antonio. Located near the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas. The Emily Morgan Hotel is not only known for its luxury, but also for its reputation as one of the most haunted hotels in the United States. The building was originally constructed in 1924 as a medical facility, with the lower floors serving as offices and the upper floors containing surgical rooms and psychiatric wards. The hotel was named after Emily Morgan, the legendary Yellow Rose of Texas, who was said to have played a crucial role in the Texan Revolution. Given its past, it's no surprise that many people believe the spirits of former patients haunt the hotel. Guests staying on the upper floors have reported seeing ghostly apparitions of nurses and doctors in the hallways, some of whom appear to be carrying out old medical duties, unaware that they've passed on. Others have heard the sounds of moaning or footsteps echoing in the night, even though no one else is around. The most famous hauntings are said to occur on the 7th floor, which was once the hospital's psychiatric ward. Visitors report a sense of dread upon entering the floor, and many claim to feel an unseen presence following them. One couple who stayed in a room on the 7th floor woke up to see a figure in hospital scrubs standing over their bed. The figure slowly faded away as they watched in terror. Guests also report strange occurrences in the elevators, which seem to move between floors on their own, and the sensation of being touched or watched while alone. Paranormal investigators have noted high levels of electromagnetic energy in certain parts of the hotel, which is often considered a sign of ghostly activity. Story 5. The Lady in White. The Roosevelt Hotel, Hollywood. The Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood has a long history of celebrity sightings, both of the living and the dead. Opened in 1927, the hotel was the site of the first Academy Awards ceremony and has been home to countless movie stars over the years. However, some of those stars are said to have never left. One of the most famous spirits is believed to be that of Marilyn Monroe, who stayed at the hotel during her early career. Guests staying in the room that was once hers, Suite 1200, have reported seeing her reflection in the mirror, even when no one is standing there. Housekeepers have also claimed to feel cold spots and hear disembodied whispers while cleaning the room. However, the most eerie and unsettling ghost is that of the Lady in White. This spectral figure has been seen wandering the hallways and the hotel's ballroom. Dressed in a flowing white gown, the woman is said to glide silently through the hotel as if searching for something or someone. Guests who have seen her describe feeling an intense chill and overwhelming sadness in her presence. One particularly unnerving encounter occurred when a guest staying in a room near the ballroom woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of music. When she opened the door, she saw the Lady in White floating down the hallway, her face obscured, her gown trailing behind her. The music stopped abruptly and the figure vanished. Despite these ghostly occurrences, the Roosevelt Hotel remains one of the most popular destinations in Hollywood, especially for those hoping to catch a glimpse of a bygone era or perhaps a spirit from the past.